Hello and welcome back to Exit Corners. Today we're going to be playing chapter 21, which is called The Sound of Your Voice. So, in the last chapter we had a little talk with Tiana and she was telling us don't be so quick to trust Ray. And now I'm so curious. What are you talking about, Tiana? And then she decided she wasn't actually going to tell us her side of the story. She's like, be aware that there's two sides to every story, but I'm not going to tell you mine. But then she's like, get Ray to agree, and I'll tell you. But then she's also like, I've already got what I needed to know from that question. So I don't trust her. I think that she was just trying to find out whether Ray had told us, and I'm frightened that that's gonna get him killed later. But I also just like to be honest in these games, because not in these games, in these situations, even in real life. Because I mean, if you watch this series, you know at the beginning I was insistent for everyone to just tell each other everything, because that's how we solve things, you know. But I don't trust this girl. I do not trust this girl. And it might come back and it'll be like, we should never have trusted Ray. But for now, I'm like, this girl gives me doubts. People keep bleeding left and right. And we are currently following the black door crew. Maybe we're going to go back now to the blue door crew. I'm not sure. Maybe the sound of your voice is us flirting with Ether. You know, maybe we've taken some moves off our boy Sean. Previously on Exit Corners. It was a bit early there. After giving it some thought, I decided I ought to go through the black door. I've partnered up with Tiana, Liza, and Sean to clear the puzzles in the black wing. I was supposed to be going backwards and forwards, not just partnering up with them. Don't pretend like I chose this. I wanted to keep an eye out for the new contestants and try to get answers from Liza while I'm at it. Sean and Tiana have caught that bug that causes one to start hemorrhaging. I'd say they have it a bit worse than the rest of us. Hopefully it clears up soon. We didn't make it far into the black wing before we got stuck. I wasn't sure how to get the monitor online in the first room we encountered, so we split up to look for clues. Sean figured it out pretty quickly. He made me a bit uncomfortable while he was at it, but I've learned to brush it off. I guess he's just dealing with the stress in his own way. I think Liza's starting to open up a bit more. If I can get her to trust me, maybe she'll tell me about what she's hiding. And she is hiding something. Finally, there's Tiana. I think she thinks I've been avoiding her. Which, okay, is pretty accurate. But come on, after all that stuff Ray told me about her stealing his long-term research, I was all kinds of skeptical. She told me that there was two sides to every story and that I shouldn't trust Ray. But of course, she wouldn't elaborate further. Give me a break. Other than that, I'd say things are going pretty smoothly so far. Oh, except one little thing. The reason I wanted to play this immediately to start with, which I already forgot. I just got a message on my Gemini. Sean is right here though, so how is that possible? Ink was sure of two things. One, Sean Ward, his contact, was standing right in front of him. And two, he had just received a message on his Gemini. If Sean's right there, then who just sent a message? If I pull out my Gemini, will it look suspicious? No, just do it. Wait, why am I even worried about looking suspicious? I've got nothing to hide. So the puzzle ought to be in one of these adjoining rooms? Makes sense to me. We ought to split up and look for it. Yo, Liza, wanna search together? You know, buddy system and all that. You're not my buddy, so no. They seem busy enough. Let's take a quick peek. Hello. Oh, it's me. How are you, Ink? Who is this? This is Sean, your good friend, yes? I know you aren't Sean. The real Sean is right next to me. So who is this really? Scent? I suppose pretending to be someone else is not my forte. I apologize in advance if you have any role-playing fantasies. It's Scent. This indeed is your very gracious host, Scent. I figured. So you've hijacked my Gemini, is that it? Precisely. I did say I was in control of all electronics in this hotel, did I not? What do you want? You trying to give me a heart attack? I've been meaning to contact you for some time now. I should warn you, however, that my messages to you are to remain a secret. Should you tell anyone, I will consider it cheating. Oh no, okay, this is a secret we have to keep then, because otherwise, boom, bombs, blown. I don't care. I don't even want to talk to you. Just go out. Ink. Bud. What were you doing with your nose buried in that thing? Oh, Ink fumbled over his words, trying to pass the truth out of Scent's message. Scent might be bluffing about this whole cheating thing, but do I really want to run that risk? Ugh, best not to mention it for now. I was just, looking through some old messages. Dude, I'm right here. If you wanted to know something about our conversations, you could just, you know, ask me. You seem pretty busy accosting Liza. Accosting? Get a load of this guy. I was just being friendly and thinking of our safety, of course. Safety, huh? Don't mess with the sanctity of the buddy system, man. The sanctity. Could you please leave Liza alone for like 10 whole minutes? Is that too much to ask? It's fine, Ink. Flirting is probably his defense mechanism. I'm just letting the words sail right on by. You don't need to justify his shitty behavior. Sean, you seriously need to cut it out. Every time you open your mouth, I have to fight the urge to fill it with my boot. I can't believe Ink willingly spends time with you. Oh, fuck off. Are you trying to make enemies out of all of us, Tiana? I, swear he's not usually like this. Is he not? You're lucky you have Ink to vouch for you. Duh, Ink's always got my back, and I've got his. What's the point of having friends if you can't help them out sometimes? Putting it that way makes it seem like you're capable of normal social interaction. He's kinda like my unofficial wingman. Not that I need one. What I'm trying to say is, it's been a good year for my ego. I take it back, creep. Sean, what is wrong with you? Like, just chill out, calm down a bit. A look of realization flashed across Liza's face. Hold on. You've only known Ink for a year? We've been friends for about a year, yeah. I knew the kid in high school, but we didn't hang back then. Seems like forever ago. Isn't that kind of weird though? The rest of our contacts are people who are, or were, a big part of our lives. Fathers, sons, partners. And then we get to you and you're just some guy Ink's been hanging out with for a year? How does that work? I just kind of thought it meant Ink's lonely. I don't know, man. Ask Scent. Don't sell yourself short, Sean. You're more than just some guy. I can't imagine where I'd be today if it weren't for you. Thanks for the vote of confidence, bub. There was a lull. It was followed by the communal realization that exit corners was far from over. We're wasting time again, guys. And Ink remembered the reason for the tangent in the first place. I guess it's about time to search these rooms then. You want to take this side of the hall with me, Ink? Liza and I can search the other side. Actually, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go and check on the other group. Ah, this is yeah, this is good because when we're going between the groups, we'll get a chance to check our Gemini. Huh? Why is that? I just want to check up on how they're doing and help them if they're stuck on a puzzle. You really want to go and visit them so soon? Not sure if that's a great idea. It ought to be fine. Yeah? Fine, fine. Guess we can't hug you all to ourselves. Why don't you want me to go, Sean? That's weird. Like, what if they're stuck on the first puzzle and they just need that boost? But come back soon, okay, bud? Like, we couldn't figure out how to get the puzzle on, so they might need help with that. We'll locate and start the puzzle while you're gone. Hopefully we'll have it solved by the time you're back. Cool. If you're still working on the puzzle, leave the door open so I can find you. Done. Sounds good to me. Let's get searching. Good luck, Ink. Brilliant excuse, like genius. Ink took a deep breath as he doubled back into the main hall. Confident that no one would come looking for him, he sat himself down and pulled out his Gemini. What do you want with me? He sent. Sent. Yes? I'm alone now. Tell me whatever it is you're so hell-bent on telling me and get this over with. Alone, you say? Wonderful. Simply wonderful. I'm always happy to talk to you, Ink. Cut it out. What is it you want from me? I want to help you, Ink. I highly doubt that. Give me a chance. I can provide you with information. Valuable information. How about no? You're nothing but if not a compulsive liar. Is that so? You've told me more lies than truths today, by a long shot. Very well. Perhaps I could send in help in some other manner. Like what? I can help with a puzzle or two. You need to keep this affair secret, of course, but I know some of the answers. Not buying it. More important, no. More information about yours truly? Not interested. A map of the hotel? No. Emotional support? Hell no. Perhaps I can exchange some of Exit Corner's rules? Exit Corners? Yes, Exit Corners. The game I've so lovingly laid out. You know the one. I know what you meant, just... Fuck. Never mind. I should have realized you're just trying to waste my time. Do not leave. Bye. Please do not leave. Huh. Maybe Sent's lonely? Flustered, Ink stuffed the device back into his jacket. I can't believe I fell for another of Sent's stupid distractions again. I've got to block him out, ignore him. I may not get anything done otherwise. He sighed. For a brief moment, he considered snapping his Gemini in two, but considered it an ill omen. Time to check up on everyone else. Hope they're okay. Not wanting to waste any more time, he hurried through the blue door. Okay, so see, I'm completely tempted by everything that Sent's offering. I'm wondering if he's gonna send us clues via the puzzles somehow. Is that what he meant? We're gonna have to pay attention. Ink found himself in a familiar, dilapidated study. Huddled around the screen were 3 contestants Ink had left behind. They turned to face him as he entered. Ink! Hey guys. Ink, it's good to see you're still in one piece. Yeah, for now. We haven't run into any traps through the black door yet. How are things over here on the blue side? Difficult, if I'm being honest. We're still stuck in this first room. See, it was a good choice to come over here. Personally, I'm exhausted. Oh yeah, like... We also should have split up the newbies to have fresh minds on each team. Like, they've been here for a long time now. Like, Beth's not had a rest this whole time. Like, Ray's lost an arm. That's gonna take it out of you. Personally, I'm exhausted. My mind feels like it's going in circles. I ain't been too useful either. It's been hard to concentrate. Don't be hard on yourself, Ray. You just focus on staying conscious. Yes. We did manage to get the puzzle to turn on though, so that's something. Was it books? Can we ask about the books? That's right, we were working on solving it as you walked in. Let me have a look at it. That's what I'm here for, right? Of course. Right, this way. I guess we're not gonna ask how they turned it on then. Oh, +1? +1. I have no idea. What if we make a pattern? It's a Christmas tree. +1? I don't even know where to start. Let's talk to Ray. Let's talk to everyone. Ugh. Hey, I'm starting to think you should go sit down or something. Can't. Gotta stay focused. Well, fine, but take it easy, okay? Take it easy. Everyone keeps telling me that, but what is it even supposed to mean? What are you guys expecting me to do? Cartwheels? The empty words, Ink. We don't want to see anything else happen to you, that's all. Neither do I, so let me work on this puzzle. If I don't focus on something, I'm just gonna start freaking out again. Fair. That is 100% fair. Ether, how's it going? +1. Not a whole lot to go off if you ask me. It's a tough one to crack, alright. We've been stuck on this one for a while, taking turns moving the tiles around. Ray was the last person to touch it. Maybe you just need a new perspective on it. What have you tried so far? Well, you can probably tell we've tried actually writing +1, but that was kind of a stretch. Anything else? I had a few ideas for what to try, but, well, let me mull over them for a second. I might be onto something. Maybe. Sure. Okay, that sounds promising. Let's talk to Beth. See if she's hanging on in there as well. Ink, could I ask you something? Yeah, shoot. How's Liza? Is she holding up alright? She's fine. As fine as one can be in this situation, I guess. Why, are you worried about her? Naturally. It's strange to so suddenly be apart. I just want to make sure she's okay. Liza's got thicker skin than you might think. She'll be okay. What if they all just start bleeding in there? And your friends, Sean and Tiana? You trust them enough to leave Liza alone with them? I only know Sean, not Tiana. But yeah, of course I trust them. I probably shouldn't tell her that Sean's been a bit Liza crazy lately. Oh, yeah. Seems like Tiana's looking out for her though. That's a relief then. Thank you, Ink. Now, about this puzzle. Ether. Tell me your theories. I can't really make these tiles out to be anything. Is there something I'm missing? Well, the start information for the puzzle had the tiles making what's either a down arrow or the letter V. What? Is something the matter? Why didn't you tell me that? Well, the reset button is right there. I figure you'd have pressed it if you wanted to know. Okay, this changes things. Give me a moment. Oh, can't believe I didn't try that first thing. That's funny that it's like, it's given me a puzzle that they've messed around with because they were here first. Still though, +1. This doesn't change anything for me. Down arrow or a V. V +1. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. Huh. No. W. Maybe it is a W. Although... Wait, how? How did I do that on that side? Oh. Here. But, right, so hold on then. Maybe it is W. If we move it all along one. And then we need to make it one bigger. If we move it all down one. Oh, balls. Then we add these. Maybe? W. Whoa! I got it right! Wonder Woman. Can't believe I got it right. Okay. That's one more down. How did you guys have so much trouble with that? That's similar to things we've had before. Press reset if you get confused, man. Tricky. It pains me that we couldn't solve that on our own. Beth, yes? You don't look so hot. You okay? I'm tired is all. Tired and anxious. Please don't worry yourself on my account. I'm the one that's supposed to be taking care of you. I'm starting to worry about Beth. He's right though, you look unwell. Nothing much to be done about that. Do you want to sit down for a few minutes? We don't have the time. I'll rest when we escape. What if we do escape and Beth just dies regardless and we get to read a letter? The rest of us can keep going. Just take a quick breather. I'm with Ether on this one. Same here. If you're like passed out or something, well, that'd slow us down a lot more than a 5-minute break. Oh? Since when are you such an expert on fainting? Oh, I was only poking fun. I'll have a quick break then, if you're all so insistent. I can grab some water for you if you'd like. I'd appreciate it. I also think we should go ahead and find the next puzzle, though. In seconds, Ether backtracked through the door leading to the main hall. 5 minutes of rest. No more. Ink flashed her a thumbs up as she made her way to the table at the center of the room. Sitting down, she leaned onto the table with her elbows, resting her chin on the back of her cupped hands. So, Ether and Tiana, they don't really know each other, do they? Well, oh shit. I won't get upset. No, they don't know one another. Oh, he's gonna think that we gossiped? Listen, I don't care if you told her. It was a stupid thing to get mad about. Sent ended up bringing her here anyway, so it's not like it even mattered in the end. If that's how Ray wants to leave things, I'm fine with it. You talk with Tiana at all? A little bit. She told me not to trust you. Of course she'd say that. Anything specific? No. We mostly talked about the game and the puzzles, to be honest. She's, not the friendliest. Once upon a time, she was an approachable person. And funny. In a dry sort of way. Maybe she's still like that with the others. I don't know. The others? The rest of the comp sci crew. Our mutual circle of friends. Or our ex-mutual circle of friends, if you want to be accurate. Most of them took her aside when we broke up. I was a dropout, after all. And she was a whiz kid with the cool algorithm. You couldn't convince them RN was yours? Ain't that simple. It's a complicated situation. Sounds like she's made things hard for you. We made things hard for each other. Bad mistakes, the both of us. What did you do, Ray? A forlorn look crept onto Ray's face. For reasons he couldn't quite pin down, Ink wanted to test the waters. Do you miss her? He didn't know what compelled him to ask, but surprisingly, the question didn't seem to bother Ray. Ray's a changed man. But also, why, of all the things we could have asked? Not her, but I miss the way things used to be. Sharing an apartment, not ordering takeout all the time, having someone to challenge you to be better, hell, even going for walks around a dog park. You two had a dog? Nah, she wanted one though. We'd always go to the park and watch them playing and stuff. She always had a soft spot for dogs. Yeah, but so did Hitler, so I doubt that counts for much. Wow. Ah, damn it. I thought you'd find that funny. I found that funny, Ink. That was a good one. How did things get so fucked up? I don't know, Ray. We just got to do the best that we can with what we've got. You're right. Can't give up now. But Jesus, this hurts. I wish I could just wake up. Oh. Beth was up from her seat in a flash. Not again. Deep breaths, Ray. Same as last time. Ink watched as Ray attempted to both tuck his head into his elbow and grip his stump with his remaining hand. Ray assumed a contorted shape and managed to do neither when he tried to tuck his head into his elbow and grip his stump. Oh, right, yeah, okay. Not like that, you're too worked up. Is he having, like, a bit of a panic? Ugh. Water. Ray, you need to lie down. Follow me. If this wing is laid out the same way as the others, there ought to be some beds right through here. Beth ushered Ray into what Ink figured was a hallway that connected more empty hotel rooms. This is the second time this has happened since we split up. What is it that's happening to him? That often, huh? But also, yeah, everything's getting worse on our end as well. It's hard to see him like this. Not to mention I don't do well with gore in the first place. Yeah, I think I've seen enough blood today for one lifetime. Enough about that. How are you holding up? Better than Beth or Ray, I guess. Small blessing, I know. How about your end, Black Door Squad? They should be working on the second puzzle right now. It's been a while, so I'm hoping they've made it a bit further than that. Is everyone getting along? Ink couldn't help but chuckle, a wide grin on his face. Is this because of Sean? What? Did I say something weird? It's just... That's a very you thing to ask. Oh, it's absolutely nothing to do with Sean. You've known me less than a day, and now you're an expert on me, huh? Well, I mean... Oh, I'm just kidding. Besides, we'll have tons of time to get to know each other after all this is over, right? Huh, right you are. To answer your question though, yeah, they're getting along. Sort of. Sean's being Sean, but it looks like Tiana's keeping him in check. He's still pestering Liza, huh? Blah. Ink tilted his head. Was that your clairvoyance just now? Or just good intuition? I don't know what you mean. You knew what I meant by Sean being Sean, despite barely knowing him. Oh, that. I'm not sure exactly. It's hard to tell sometimes. So while I don't know how I know it, I'm pretty confident in saying that Sean can be persistent when it comes to women. He's also even hit on her like twice or something since being here. He can be a butt sometimes, but he's a nice enough guy when you get down to it. Oh, I'm sure. He's a little intimidating at first though. You think Sean's intimidating? The guy with the roadkill undercut? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he's tall, I guess. Commanding presence. Maybe it's just the beard. Now that I think of it, he reminds me of someone. Couldn't tell you who though. Huh. He's kind of popular, I guess. Maybe you've seen him around campus? Dunno, it's weird. I'm usually pretty good at remembering people. Wouldn't Sean have remembered you though if you'd met? I don't think I'm a very memorable person. People tend to forget about me before long. Okay, so we can say he tends to stick to pubs. Maybe you two were drinking, trying to like figure it out. We can say, don't be so hard on yourself. Or we can say, I'll never forget you, Ether. I'm gonna say don't be so hard on yourself, I think. Like, I'm sure we're never gonna forget her. But also, like, that feels like we're almost declaring love. Don't be so hard on yourself. Wait. Oh, fuck. You'll forget about me before long. Oh, I don't like this. No. I'll find out who you are. You won't even remember this conversation. I'll remember. You, your voice, everything. Mark my words, I will remember. So I remember this. I had forgotten about it. Gotta admit, but I remember this. This was at the start of Act 2 or whatever. Whose voice are we hearing? Did we just... Was it just the phrasing that made us flash to that? Were you gonna say something? Who is that? What's going on? Tell me whose voice it was. Are you okay, Ink? You look like you've seen a ghost. Did you hear that just now? What are you talking about? That voice. You must have heard it. It said, don't be hard on yourself. Something like that. Voice? What are you talking about? No, that's impossible. This can't be happening. Oh, look, we got static. Ink doubled over, just barely holding back what he knew was blood and bile. It's happening again. Ink, what's going on? He shut his eyes tight, holding back what he knew were tears. This isn't right. It can't be right. There's no way I just start hearing some random voice the same day I get kidnapped. It's too much of a coincidence. Like him. Like him? The floor gave out from under him. He lurched forward, twisting away from where he knew Ether was standing. Reluctantly, he opened his eyes. Oh, I hate this. He wasn't even surprised anymore. Ink's stomach began to knot itself in tandem with the room. Like, is it glitching? Like, I think that's one of the things that was making me think about it being a simulation. And also, like, having a voice in your head could be, like, someone from the outside. But it could just be an effect they're using to show weird shit is happening. And the voice, when he said like him, does he know of someone that has started hearing voices? Right, Ink's stomach began to knot itself in tandem with the room. It felt as if his insides were being stretched and folded like pasta dough. Felt. Oh. He stained the bending, twisting carpet with red mucus. Oh. Ink! Oh, not again! Ether, no! The thread had reappeared. What's wrong? What are you looking at? Behind you! How are you not seeing this? The room's all twisted. It's being torn up. Dumbfounded, the girl looked over her shoulder, but saw nothing. Last time she snapped us out of it. I don't know what you mean. It's useless. She can't see it at all. How could he get her to understand? He felt so small in the face of everything. Just something else to note. Of everyone that's caught this bug, Ether and Beth are two that haven't, like, started bleeding, I think. And I think Ray only did when it came to the machine thing. So, it's just something to note. I'm going to go get Beth, okay? Don't leave me! Wait! Ether was here when I overcame this last time. She can stop it. Somehow. Don't just leave me here. I won't leave you. She grabbed his trembling hands, enveloping them with a gentle warmth. Her fingers were as soft as light. I'm sick of being alone. Ink choked on his words, his voice coarse. Sobbing, Ink fell into her arms. Please go back to normal. Please, please, please. A few stymied breaths later, I don't know what that means, it was over. Are you okay? What a question. Ink? It's complicated, but yeah, I'm okay, I think. Ether put her hands together and heaved a sigh of relief. So it wasn't so much pain that time, it was more like hallucination kind of stuff. Are we on a drug? The pair sat together for a few silent minutes, but also the blood, the hemorrhaging is still happening. The puking. Ink managed to regain some of his composure. In the heat of the moment, he was as scared as he'd ever been, but just as before, the worst seemed to have passed. It is like pure terror, isn't it? He's just literally closing his eyes and begging for it to pass. Before they knew it, Beth had returned. She gasped upon seeing the fresh blood splatter across the floor. You too? I just finished dealing with this over in the other room. Easy now, it's not as bad as you think. It's over now anyway, see? I'm all better. Beth donned a worried look, clearly contemplating whether or not to let Ink drop the subject. Whatever the illness was, Ink knew the contestants were becoming desensitized to the problem. I was here, Beth. We had it under control. Oh, very well. It's not like you two will listen to any of my advice anyhow. Well, what's the advice? How's Ray? Not good. He's losing too much blood. If at all possible, I'd like him to continue to rest until we've acquired all the keys. If things don't get better, which it looks like they won't, I'm going to suggest regrouping with Liza, Tiana and Sean. Oh? Ray shouldn't be up and about. He and I aren't going to do much in the way of puzzles in our sorry states. I believe that splitting up may have been a mistake. That's what I was trying to tell everyone. Yeah, I'm starting to get that feeling too. It's basically like Beth and Tiana, no, Sean and Tiana, a replacement for Beth and Ray, because they're now going to have to sit out. Okay. Yeah. How about this then? I'll go meet up with the other three, finish whatever puzzle they're on, then get them to come and join us over here. You're saying we should complete the blue door before the black door? I figured that since Ray's already resting in one of the rooms in the blue wing, it'll be easier to keep an eye on him if we all moved over here. Makes sense. That's a fine idea. Could you do that, Ink? I'm sorry to have to ask for help all of a sudden. We're tight on time, but if we want everyone to make it out of here, I believe grouping up is our best course of action. I would hate to lose any of you. We're in the same boat. I don't want to lose anyone either. Need anything from me before I head off? I don't think so. We'll start on the next puzzle if we can find it. Be safe, okay? Ether hugged Ink before opening the door to the next room, motioning for Beth to follow. Still have that letter I gave you? Safe and snug. Very good. And Ink? Yeah? Be brave for me, will you? Find the courage where I could not. You're the bravest person I know, Beth. His remarks seemed to amuse Beth. She saw him off with a smile. What was that supposed to mean? I didn't like that. She was like... That felt like parting words. Okay. Ink made the unremarkable return. What if we come back and she's dead? Does she feel like she's dying? Ink made the unremarkable return to the Black Wing. The back and forth was tedious, but after what had just happened, Ink needed the walk. The back and forth was tedious? You've done it once! This is the second time! Tedious. The longer I stay in the 4 elements, the fewer things I can explain. I hate it. I'm tired of not knowing anything, of being left in the dark. Are we gonna ask Scent questions? But you know what? To hell with all that. I'll uncover the truth behind this game yet. There are countless clues right under my nose, I'm sure of it. I just need to unearth them. Okay, we're not gonna ask Scent. And I know exactly where I'm gonna start. Hey, do you need something? Okay, I guess we're gonna start with Liza. There we go. What's the next chapter called? Peace. Peace, that's good, right? Peace. So what was the sound of your voice about? I can't remember that being said. So what did we do? We went back to the other group. No one's faring very well. I don't remember anyone mentioning anything about the sound of anyone's voice. Huh. How did I miss the title this time? And what did that mean? Oh, maybe it's to do with that flashback that we had about that conversation that we would forget. We remembered some words from the conversation because of something we were going to say to Ether. But I don't know if we heard like the voice that was saying it to us and if we could place them. But also Ether seems to be a bit wary of Sean and she can't place him. There's definitely so much to come together at the moment and it's not coming together just yet. But we are very determined to get it to come together and we really need to work on that as speedy as we can because yeah, everything is going to shit as far as everyone's health is concerned. Like this hotel is just swimming in blood and mucus and it's disgusting. But I'm finally glad that Ray is actually going to lie down and have some rest. I think that he should have been doing that more. And I just hope that we can get other people to survive because I really felt there that Beth was like, be brave where I couldn't or something like that. And it's like, what's that supposed to mean? I don't know. I'm worried. I am concerned. But, oops. Don't need the options. Double check this. Nothing's changed. Okay. Like, it's still... I think that they're creeping up. The trust levels are creeping up. But that's kind of it. There's not been much remarkable on that. And that was chapter 21. We'll be back next time with chapter 22. Peace. And peace out from me. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.